Want to know what I think of every pick made Thursday in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft? You can find it all below. You can also follow along throughout the rest of the draft on days 2 and 3 for more grades and more analysis. Be sure to refresh this page throughout the weekend to get the latest grades.
If you want to do all that plus track the best available prospects and get access to every pick in the draft on one page, you can in our draft tracker.
Grades: Round 1, Round 2, Round 3, Round 4, Round 5, Round 6, Round 7.
Grade A. He will be a star. This kid has all the tools to be a big-time NFL quarterback. The Bengals will be winners soon.
Grade A. The power, the speed, reminds me of Julius Peppers. He's an exceptional athlete. It's a passer and pass rushers league. Last year they got their passer and this year they got the pass rusher.
Grade B. I think they should have taken Derek Brown. When in doubt, take the big guy. I don't think you can pass on big people that play like Derek Brown.
Grade B+. He's the best tackle in this draft class. I think he's the cleanest tackle. This kid's going to be a long-time starter on the left side. This year he'll start on the right.
Grade B. I understand why they picked him. The tape is good at times. There's also a lot of bad on that tape. He's not a big guy, he's a little brittle. To dismiss the medicals is ridiculous.
Grade B. This kid has all the tools. Give him a little time and he can develop into a big-time quarterback. There's a lot to work with there. Yeah, he's got some mechanical issues but he can get those fixed.
Grade A+. I love this pick. I love this player. I think Derek Brown will be a force in the NFL. Plays with such power. Reminds me of the late Jerome Brown.
Grade B. I'm not in love with this kid as a player. The range is phenomenal, but where does he play? Is he a safety? Is he a linebacker? Is he a hybrid? This kid to me is a safety. I don't think he's physical enough to play near the line of scrimmage.
Grade B+. I love him because he can cover. There are so many guys in the NFL that I talked to leading up to the draft that thought he was better than Okudah.
Grade B. There's better upside from the other two tackles available. This kid is clearly a right tackle, but has the body of a guard. I think there will be a transition for him moving over to the left side if indeed that's where they play him.
Grade B. Here's the thing on Becton, he's a freak athletically. He has a tendency to get really heavy and that's a concern. If he can keep his weight in check and be dedicated to his craft, he's going to be a good football player.
Grade A. You can't teach speed. This kid can take the top off. He's tough. He'll be able to handle press coverage in the NFL.
Grade B. I think it's a solid pick. I don't think there's much difference between the top 4 tackles. I had Thomas as my top tackle, but not by much.
Grade B. It's not that I don't like Kinlaw. He has the potential to be a dominant player like Chris Jones of the Chiefs. But is he a better player than DeForest Buckner who they traded for to get the Colts pick? Essentially they replaced Buckner with Kinlaw.
Grade B. I like Jeudy a lot. He's the best route runner in this draft. One concern I have with him is he's really thin. Will he be able to hold up to press coverage?
Grade C+. I don't love this pick. I think desperation forced this pick because they have issues at corner. They saw the first 2 corners go off the board and stood pat and went corner. There were pass rushers available.
Grade B+. This is a classic case of a team not expecting the player to be there. They didn't necessarily need a WR, but he was there. I think they would have picked a pass rusher here had Lamb not fallen to them. If you are true to your board and have a great grade on the guy, you have to take him.
Grade C. I would have gone with Ezra Cleveland. Austin Jackson is a project. It might take a year or 2 for him to become the player people think he can become. I'm concerned about this pick for Miami.
Grade B. He was on my better than team. I didn't think he would go this high, but I guess he was on the Raiders' better than team. He's a little grabby in his technique. I think he's a South Florida kid with an attitude. I don't think there's a significant difference between him and Okudah.
Grade B+. This is a guy that has to stay on the field. When he was on the field he was productive, but he had some injury issues. He has to show that he can hold up against the run at 254 pounds.
Grade B. I love Rieger. He didn't run a very good 40 at the combine. The night after that run his agent told me he put on some water weight. A couple days before they had him timed much faster. He's got good speed.
Grade A. I love this pick. He's not Stefon Diggs, but he's also not going to complain every play like Diggs did. I thought he would go before this.
Grade B. They gave up a bunch to go get him, but he's a big-time playmaker.
Grade A. I love this player. Would go to the Pro Bowl for 7 or 8 years as a center. But where is he going to play for the Saints? I thought he'd be a great center, but he'll probably play right guard for them. Good player, but strange pick by the Saints.
Grade B+. I love this kid. In this offense he's going to be phenomenal. He's only scratching the surface. When he catches the ball, boom, he's gone. He will be an effective player in that offense.
Grade D. Terrible move by the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers told me last summer he wants to play until he's 40. They needed a receiver. They needed defensive help. Sitting behind Rodgers will do Love well, but not going to do the Packers well. You're on the cusp of getting to a Super Bowl. Get Rodgers some help.
Grade C+. I like Brooks. The issue is this is a pick for the future for a team that should be picking to win right now. They have other issues like pass rusher. Yetur Gross-Matos was sitting there, I would have taken him.
Grade B. I love this pick. I think Queen is going to be a star in this defense. I think this kid's range is outstanding. He can go sideline to sideline.
Grade B+. I think this is a good pick. This is a massive right tackle on a team that needs a massive right tackle. This kid is a mauler in the run game and he's perfect for what the Titans want to do.
Grade A+. The captain of my better than team. I think this pick is outstanding. He's a great press man guy. He tackled 10 times better than I expected from a track guy.
Grade B. It's a neat pick, no question about it. I like the player. There are some character concerns, that's something they'll have to address. Mike Zimmer loves to draft corners. This pick makes sense.
Grade B. I'm not a big fan of taking running backs in the first round, but when you have Patrick Mahomes it's okay to take a running back like this in the first round. Reminds me of Maurice Jones-Drew.
Pete Prisco has covered the NFL for 3 decades, including working as a beat reporter in Jacksonville for the Jaguars. When he's not watching game tape, you can find Pete on Twitter or dreaming of an full bio.